Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You might remember the iconic BBC comedy series Open All Hours, where two of Britain's funniest actors, Ronnie Barker and David Jason, stole the show as Granville and Mr. H. But what many people don't know is that their on-screen partnership was just the tip of a much deeper creative bond between these two comedy legends. As we take a trip down memory lane to explore the personal life of Ronnie Barker, one thing becomes crystal clear. His true colors were always hiding beneath the surface. Ronnie's journey into acting began back in 1969 when he co-starred with David Jason in the comedy series Hark Barker, but it was their collaboration on Open All Hours that catapulted them to household name status. The show ran for an impressive 4 seasons and became a staple of British comedy, tackling everyday life with wit and charm. But what many fans don't know is that behind the scenes, Ronnie had his own secrets, including the fact that he'd often break character on set. In his autobiography, This Time Next Year, David Jason reveals a touching story about one such moment when Ronnie and he decided to take matters into their own hands during rehearsals for Open All Hours. The result? A series of unscripted laughs so infectious that they continued even after the cameras stopped rolling. It's moments like these that remind us just how much fun Ronnie was to be around, both on and off screen. Now, we all know Ronnie as Norman Stanley Fletcher from Porridge, a lovable and cunning prisoner with an irresistible charm. The character won over audiences of all ages, including even the normally stoic Blue Peter team, who ventured behind the scenes in 1974. But while Porridge was a huge hit, it also brought a cost, one that Ronnie would pay dearly for years to come. Sadly, after decades of dominating British comedy, Ronnie Barker decided to step away from television in 1988 at the tender age of 59. It was a shocking decision that left fans and fellow actors stunned. David Jason has long since spoken about his respect for Ronnie's personal boundaries and how he never pushed him too hard, even when it seemed like he should. But there were darker forces at play that day. The weight of recent losses had taken its toll on Ronnie, particularly the loss of several close friends. Just 2 years earlier, fellow comedian Eric Morecambe died from a heart attack, while his colleague Leonard Rossiter fell victim to the same fate just months later. And then, there was Richard Beckinsale's untimely death in 1979, an actor who had been like a brother to Ronnie. It becomes clear that Ronnie's decision to retire wasn't driven by burnout or dissatisfaction, but rather fear for his own well-being. As he wrote in This Time Next Year, he felt it was far too soon for a man of Ronnie's talents to be stepping down, but there was nothing I or anyone else could do or say to change his mind. That line echoes the fragility of life and how sometimes our truest colors reveal themselves when we least expect them to. So what's the takeaway from this story? It reminds us that even behind the laughter and love of comedy lies real-life struggles and fears. Ronnie Barker may have left us far too soon, but his legacy lives on through the countless comedies he brought to life, and more importantly, the genuine friendships he forged along the way.